Hi there, signs of Gemini. This is Kim here to do your next 3-day messages or let you know what kind of energies you can expect to experience and maybe some advice from Spirit here along the way. So I'm starting off this reading, of course, always opening up to your spirit guides and your angels. I have a feeling this is going to be a powerful message or a powerful reading for you because the number 33 synchronicity came up right before I decided to sit down and film this. And if you know about the number 33, it is master number 33 is very expansive and might even be suggesting you're being supported for expansion at this time by your ascended masters or the ascended masters. So it's a big message for me, for you. Okay, so we're gonna get started. All right. Some Palo Santo. Let's do that. That 1 second. Okay, this is Kim Krans Wild Unknown alchemy deck. That is her archetype deck. Need to know what's going on for the collective of Gemini. Why are you telling me that this is a powerful reading? Why do I get the feeling like they're headed for some sort of really great expansion, mind-blowing expansion is what they're saying. Mind-blowing. Oh, shit. Sorry. Wow. Well, did your spark go out? Did you have to relight your flame inside you? The flame is often a metaphor inside ourselves, or when it is lit, we are tapped into our purpose and we feel this fire, this passion for going after what we feel like we're meant to go after. This card, it's funny the way that it flew out because it actually is talking about having more new energy to create with. And so it's flying out. It is flying out. This is like newfound passion here. You could have energy experiencing Kundalini awakening. It might be spontaneous. It might be something that you've worked on for some of you all. If you're having some little odd muscle twitches or areas that get like pressure and then it moves to a different area, it feels like usually you can pinpoint it's moving from an energy center in your body, then you know that this energy might be awakening within you. Stretching would be beneficial, getting enough water, enough rest. I'm getting a feeling like, because this is for the purpose of creating something new, and it is powerful. So yes, powerful new energy, exactly the transmission I was getting before starting this. So yeah, we have, what was I going to say, the feminine energy that meets up with the masculine energy, the right balance of that is coming back around for the purpose of creation. Oh yes, I was going to say this can be taking a toll on your body right now, as far as why I'm saying it's really necessary to get your rest during this time is because any kind of emergence of energy as it's traveling up and then back down around again is going to dislodge things. It's going to awaken energy centers a little bit more, clear out the debris, you could call it. And so you may feel extremely exhausted. You might be feeling exhausted until you get to the 8-8 portal, and then you might feel like all of a sudden there's this big surge for you to step into a sun position, like the sun, the pioneer, the, like just energy. I'm feeling energy will pick up around that time for you. So take care of yourself. This, the reason it says the red and white rose is because the rose gets it turns into red, which is funny. Isn't that what they did in Alice in Wonderland I think they painted the roses red. Painting the roses red. So it's tied into your imagination and your creativity. Not to mention, there was also a powerful thunderstorm before this reading too. Oh, beautiful. They just want to give you roses here, Gemini. They just want to give you roses. They want to let you know something right now. They want to inspire you. They want to inspire your flame right now. This, I feel like these both should go in the middle, you know, this to this in a way. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to take this too because I feel like this is something that you've been experiencing, okay? I feel like in some way the energy had been stagnant for a while or nothing was changing. This can be when we're kind of getting, it can be when we're like bored in routine is what I'm kind of getting. Bored in a routine, but just doing it nonetheless. And stillness, not much going on. But the reason I think it's here is to let you know that you are transcending this. You're transcending this stillness of energy and going into overload of energy with the red and white rose. So wow. Yeah. So whatever you didn't think was moving, brace yourself, get ready. This sublimation card is when you're taking flight and you are literally rising above, transcending your earthly concerns, cares, worries. Like it's, woof, you're taking flight. And the great work here is what you're here to do. This is your purpose, your path. Your purpose is for this flame to be lit within you all the time. They're giving you flowers. The white rose, the red, the yellow, and the blue. And the great work here, I kind of like how it's that type of, the rose in that stage, because there's so much more to bloom and blossom here that is in regards to what you came here to do. So, sublimation, leaving it all behind, rising up like a hot air balloon, but faster. But faster. Oh, yeah. I thought this was going to be good. And see, there's this star here, too, on the winter card. There's this star at the top. It's like what you're supposed to be looking towards. Maybe not what is, but what you need to be looking towards is taking flight and transcendence. In any way that happens, leave your possibilities open for how Spirit can work miracles in your life. Don't place a limit on how you're going to attain that thing that you're wanting to obtain, that manifestation, that partner. Try to leave out the details as much as you can by setting the intention from a heart space, so from what you feel, how you want to feel. Focus on that, and focus on finding that no matter where you're at right now too. Focus on finding that abundance no matter where you're sitting right now, because it's within you and you surely can find it. This womb card is a big card. It's talking about a complete reset. A complete reset. Ooh, fault line here on the bottom. The fault line. Or how the fault line, what that has to do with it. We'll see. And the prayer. Oh. Wow. I'm impressed by this reading. I'm impressed because this is so beautiful. This is that, okay, this energy is one of creation, right? Divine creation, what you're creating. And the womb is that gestation, right? We know that, the area where it gestates, where it grows, where you nurture it. This energy has been in gestation. It has been in the winter area of your life where you didn't think much was happening, but oh my goodness, there was a lot going on inside, especially if you're resonating with feeling waves of extreme exhaustion, doing this, feeling like, oh, I'm just doing the same old. If those feelings have ramped up, if maybe even you've been more sensitive or more easily triggered, it's possible that it's because this, it's more than likely that this is the energy that's been churning already, and it's ready for a reset to occur. It's ready to because this card is about going back before the creation, before the birth. Reset is what that card is about, and it's going to be big. So on the coldest night or the coldest days of our life, we sent out a prayer. You sent out a prayer because there was this complete stillness, and you felt in your soul here that there was something else you were meant to experience, that there was some problem or struggle that you were meant to transcend. And Spirit is saying, and your angels are saying, absolutely right. So they've been working through you with your energy, through your awareness and your perception. Yeah, your angels have been there. They have been there every step of the way. They have heard every prayer. And I feel like this is your prayer. Some kind of prayer being answered for you. I knew this was going to be big. You've accomplished something. Okay, they're telling me that you've accomplished something that you had prayed for back when, they're taking me back like almost 5-10 years ago. It was a big struggle, a big challenge. It was like you could call it like a demon in your life. And there's something that you felt like was an unanswered prayer for the longest time, but they're wanting you to know that your soul stepped in, that your soul was, your higher self was the one that had agreed to accomplish something with only your own power of your higher self. And so they're showing me like a reef, like an accomplishment, like a number one, first place. You completed what you told yourself, your soul told yourself that you would be able to handle. And so they want you to know without a shadow of a doubt here that it's not that something wasn't answered. It was that you were capable and that you were given all the tools. And at that point, or at that time, whatever this challenge was, you were given the tools, maybe even supernatural tools to assist you, but you ended up doing something completely on your own here, for yourself, for your own growth. So now comes in this different stage. Now comes in a different point in your life where what you accomplished and how this is like something deep, guys. This is like big time character development. It's like you looked at the onion that is you, and you just peeled back every single layer until you got to the point where you knew exactly what was causing what, to the point of even knowing and realizing why you're reacting in some ways that you were to life or other people. And these things you have like changed drastically within yourself. And so because of that being accomplished, they are answering a prayer in a miraculous way and assisting you with this other part of your great work. Okay, they're saying now comes the good part. Now comes the good part. Okay, so that was just a very different type of message that I got for you all. let's do your day by day with the tarot, and we'll get the energies that you might be encountering and take a look at how to handle those energies. Like a Queen of Wands. Handle it like a Queen of Wands, Gemini, because the Queen of Wands is somebody who's brave and confident, and they put themselves out there. They risk the fire for the creation, for what can be created within the fire. They risk getting burned by it, but they still create. Oh, very attractive energy, not to mention a very attractive energy, attracting things into your orbit. Okay, I think this is representing that complete change of state for you, the urn. Me a drink here. See if you can see that though, right? Yeah. So with the urn, it says loss, death, forfeiture, grief, closed up, bereaved, breakup, poverty, collapse, disposes, remove, dismantle, deprive, absent, state of change of state, a setback, it's done, it's over. But this is that chapter. More than likely, this is talking about that chapter, that stillness. So it's like nothing's ever going to be the same again after this. Yeah, well, you're protecting your happiness. I love that. The Nine of Cups, protecting. She looks like she's protecting her happiness. That this card though is about your wishes granted and feeling very self-satisfied, like making sure that you get enjoyment out of your life, really. Yeah, your truth, your clarity, what makes you feel good. 91 maybe, significant. What makes you feel good? Yacht, adventure, affluence, luxury, mobility, travel, great ease, smooth sailing, sophisticated, with the wind, self-indulgent, prosperity, comfort, wealth, over the top, and extravagant. Here's those tools I was telling you about that you've always had, but maybe more or new ones were introduced during certain times or periods in your life for different challenges. And so too is what's happening right now. So you have clarity of what you want to experience, what kind of, maybe even travel. I mean, look at this yacht. It's beautiful. And then they're on a big body of water. It's gorgeous. So they're saying with this tool, you have the ability here to be in this happy space, to be in this pleased, protecting your happiness here. You have the tools to get this feeling, to have this experience. And clarity of mind and wisdom. We have the 15 down here. So Page of Cups. King of Swords. Oh, wow. Well, you can make it work, can't you? Okay, so you really can make it work. Day 2, they want you to, it looks like they want you to focus here on your great work and how you're going to rise above. Focusing on what that feeling would be like. Clear steps for yourself to take, I feel like, will be made known. And it's paired with like a fresh new start, or a message of this is something you're really going to love. I feel like it's talking about work you're really going to love for a lot of you all. 9-9. Well, 9-9 it's nearing completion. It's nearing completion for you. Okay. Almost ready for this. That's what they're saying. So with the steel, we have things that get refined over time. Like they're saying, you just get better and better here. You just get better and better, and the experience will get better and better too. And with the water carrier, interesting. So with the water carrier, it says humanitarian generosity, nobility, balance, unselfish, alleviate suffering, but it also says benefactor. And I was thinking that King of Swords might be a benefactor, or somebody who they hold a lot of knowledge. Maybe they hold a certain powerful position to make some, like, strategic, to advise on how to make strategic moves, or to help you with the action steps. So it can be that type of person, like a lawyer, or I mean, it doesn't have to be a lawyer, but you know, I'm just giving the example of somebody that's in a profession where they do know a lot. They do know what to tell you to do in something, some certain situation. So what's got us in the 10 of Wands? I think your day one is pretty clear, but I will get clarification on the King of Swords, the Page of Cups, and then you have the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. So it's usually indicating a big financial windfall for you coming in. 10 of Wands. I'm getting more so here that this is like you putting in your absolute best. And there will be a completion or a gain, a reward for your efforts here. Let me see what else here. Yeah, okay, I have a timing card. It says within 1 to 2 months. And interesting, it's coming out with the labyrinth. So this card is talking about the spiritual challenge that you've been going through, how it's been either lost, delayed, or complex, which makes sense here with this winter and the prayer energy. They're saying that this was a spiritual quest for you to complete, and you're coming to completion. Okay, and I feel like the timing here for the completion of this is the 1 to 3 months. So expect big payout or some sort of big reward, and the closing of a pretty tough cycle. I mean, the 10 of Wands is not, it's not easy to carry all of that. There's a lot of putting a lot of weight on your shoulders. Okay. Tell me about King of Swords, Page of Cups. The World card. Okay, so it said the 9s down here also are showing that you're about to complete something. This is a major cycle and a completion. That's why the Womb card is here also, is because this is a reset. I have another deck. We can ask specifically if this is a person or this message, about this message. I have the Journey. The ship. 2 ships coming into your reading might be indicating 2 ships coming into you, watching the ships coming in. Yeah, you've learned a lot here with the World card being here, and it's time for you to transcend, ascend to the next chapter. Heck yeah. I have change, and I have the stars. Another 9, so 999. And it's coming. It is something, has been about timing here. I still think they're saying the change, the biggest change that you'll see will be within the 1 to 3 month mark. But this is also when we're flowing around problems, obstacles. We have change, might be relocation, but we have access to more wealth resources here, wealth materials. It's like you're going to a bigger pond because now you're a bigger fish, you know, metaphorically. So the stars means the stars are going to feel, because they are, being aligned for you. And like I say, there's also something here about really assisting miraculously with a prayer answered. But it was always written for you to receive it this way with the stars. That can be fame, even being famous for something. I mean, it really, really can. 2 of Wands on the bottom of that. Okay, who is the King of Swords, please? Please let us know. Who's the King of Swords? Oh, wow, really? The Queen of Swords. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. The King of Swords. And the Knight of Wands. Okay. So, to me, that is a divine counterpart where the connection is through the mind, and it might be even telepathic with this person. There's something here about the attraction or the honor being through the intelligence. Okay, so this, I feel like, is a divine counterpart, something or someone that is here to assist you with something that you are passionate about. With the Knight of Wands, this is like a soulmate energy for you, if that's what you're looking for. This is also a couple that would work very well as professionals together, or people for the purpose of these are great minds coming together. Great minds coming together. What about the 10 of Wands? The 8 of Cups. Okay, so you have given something your all here, and I feel like you're going in the direction of your 9 of Cups. Because the 8 of Cups is when we're just kind of, when whatever it is, the current situation that has been the maze, or has been particularly difficult, heavy energies to navigate with the 5 of Swords here, you're going towards your happiness and being pulled towards the right people. The 3 of Cups for joy, for abundance, for good energy. And I feel like you'll be leaving this whole thing here, this thing that's done, in the past. Leaving it in the past. Tell me more about, well, what's to happen. I have the Woman. The Woman. Expectation. Okay, somebody here is going to actually expect or be expecting, and find that out soon with the letter expectation and the Woman. Also, I think that you should be, just in general, like you all should be experiencing maybe anticipation of receiving some sort of good news at this time. Has to do maybe with your wealth. That's good. What was, actually, I'm going to go back over here. What was the clarity about that they received? What was the clarity that they received? Oh, absolutely. There's a stork, message of a birth, a new business opportunity, something like that. Relocation, elevation. And what was the clarity or truth you needed is the removal of the cloud. Okay? Yeah. The clouds have been removed. You can see, you can think clearly here. For sure. King and Queen of Swords too. So stay determined, stay diligent, put in the effort for yourself, because it's looking like it will really pay off. Your dedication to your great work. There's that 15. I am wise. All right. What else? Yay, lucky. And do you see it touching the yacht card too? The affluence, luxury. So you're gonna feel like, oh, this is my lucky period. This is my jackpot period of my life, right? 777. Your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose. A state of peace and calmness in your soul. And it says, I am in the flow. So I'm sending you love and light. If you like a private reading, the information's in the description box below. Until next time, Gemini, bye.